Although I can't sleep, it is like 9:30 in the morning, and I didn't sleep. I drank coffee last night, blah blah blah. It's all just a blur of my life being 24 years old in the COVID. But anyway, enough about me. That doesn't matter. I wanted to talk today about Tinder being an absolute shithole. Most of you would probably understand exactly what's going on if you use Tinder. Usually Tinder has been meant only for hookups, but me personally, I've never hooked up with anyone. Because I really don't want to wish to live that life. That's not me. I'd rather get married, that kind of shit, just like get into a long-term relationship, fuck people after, whatever. That's besides the point. The point is, if you go on the Tinder now, they kind of fuck you over. I've noticed at least 5 issues that I can't fucking stand with them. First one is they have new ads. Their new ads show photos of people literally just chilling right there. Absolute like body shots. Like you get their tits, you get their heads, you get part of their stomach, of course covered with clothing and whatnot, but you still get like a full person. So you think, oh, that's a beautiful looking person because of course they're paid actors. So you swipe right on them and then it takes you, bam, to the ad page. Now, it's kind of easy to spot. It's not terrible. You can actually see this ad if it comes up more than once. So it's not the worst thing, but I kind of wish that they still had the other ads, which were at least a little bit easier to tell. Alright, that's the first part. Second part is, I'm 24. I'm searching for people who are between 21 and 28. Why? I don't know. I'm kind of all around that spectrum. I date someone who's like 18 or 19 or 20, but like, if I had to decide, it would be like between 21 and 28. I put 28 because apparently, there's like literally no one at 27, and then when you open up the 28, bag, it's just like the Pandora's box. You're like, holy fuck, there's so many people age 28. So I'm kind of like down for getting with someone who's 28. It's whatever. But the thing about that is, literally every girl, not every girl, but a good portion of them are, at least in my area, undateable. And the reason because of that is because, well, they have kids. And I'm not going to date someone who has kids. I know I'm 24 and like the average person my age probably has at least 1 or 2 kids. But, I'm just not about that life. So you actually have to, rather than like just swiping right or left, you actually have to like go into their profile and see if they write that they have kids or not. Which is not terrible, but like it's still another tedious piece of crap. Okay, the ads thing was the main, but whatever. And another thing about that is that if you're just like swiping right constantly, just completely swiping right, they actually have this pool of candidates. See, like the amount of guys, horny guys or regular guys or any type of guys that are on Tinder, the amount is like so much higher than the women, apparently, for God knows why. But basically, if you decide that you're just going to start swiping right repeatedly, basically, they're just going to put you down at the bottom of the pool, and there's going to be a very, very low chance of you actually finding a match, which really fucking sucks, especially if you don't want to go outside like me. And I guess there's only one more issue. The final issue on the Tinder app is, I'm trying to think, make sure I know it. Oh yeah, fake profiles. Not just fake profiles, there's like 2 parts to this. The first part is, do not swipe right on people who have their Snapchats. I mean, you can, of course they're like attractive, but there's a very high probability that they are not going to swipe right on you because you're just your average Joe and they're fucking hot, obviously. But second of all, if they have their Snapchats on their profile, there's just a very high probability that you're going to add them on Snapchat and then they're going to ask you if you want to buy their porn for money. Now, some people are into that, and hats off to you if you like that stuff. Personally, I'm more into like finding a relationship or whatever, and not some sort of like pornography that I want to purchase when I can literally go to Reddit or not YouTube, but like Pornhub or other places, for free. Which is a 10 times better deal than some random bimbo thought that you find on Tinder. And another thing I've noticed with these fake profiles is that there's a lot of guys who pose as women. They just say, "Oh yeah, I'm a woman," but their name is clearly not feminine at all. Like I saw someone named Josh who claimed to be a woman or whatever, and that's not the first time I've seen that profile. I'll get to that in a sec. This person named Josh is apparently a 24-year-old discreet male who has a photograph of his ass just like smushing your eyes because like immediately you open it up and it's just this huge ass picture from some guy. And I've actually reported this guy several times, but for some reason he just keeps coming up for no reason whatsoever, and it's just like this fucking annoying. Like, I get that, like, if you want to show people who are, like, non-binary, hats off to you, like, you can do that, but I don't have that tag hit, I don't have the option to show people who are non-binary. I do not wish to see people like that, I'm sure they're great people, but I'm just not about that life. Anyway, for some reason, these guys and these non-binaries keep slipping through. I don't know how. I report them, like, whatever. Anyway, I don't report the non-binary people. I just, like, swipe left or right if they're attractive, I just say, hey, whatever, we'll go for it. But I usually am not about trying to find people like that on my timeline. Anyway, this leads me down the road to the final point here. People you swipe no on, not even people who like you, but just people in your area whom you swipe left on. And also people that you actually matched with before and then they unmatched with you, they actually get added back into a pool of people that you can swipe right on again, which I find extremely stupid. If you keep getting the exact same people over and over, I get it if you're in a small town, there's like 5 people and you have to fucking pick one or else you're never going to find anyone or you're going to have to leave your town or whatever. But like, the thing is, I live in like a semi-large town with like 50,000 people or whatever, and a lot of them are college students, okay? So, in my personal opinion, if I have to get stuck swiping no repeatedly on these people, it just seems tedious. If I say no to someone, in some cases, it's like, yeah, you missed someone by accident because you were swiping too quickly or whatever, and you want to make your way back to them, and, yeah, it's nice and shit, but like, at the same time, their fucking model is that, like, if you want to go back, you gotta pay for the Tinder Gold, which is like $50 or something, which is, for some reason, you can get a whole year of, like, the most premium service for $100, and depending on what other things cost and what your budget is, that's not a terrible deal. $100 for a year of, like, everything, hey, I'll take that deal. Especially with dates costing, like, what, 20-some dollars or whatever. So that's like, what, one date? 1 or 5 dates. Sorry, excuse me. So yeah, not a terrible deal. But basically, I just don't think that they should put people you've swiped left on or people you've unmatched with back into the pool of potential dates because it just doesn't really make sense. Anyway, those are my like reasons, 4 or 5 reasons why I think Tinder is becoming a massive shithole. If you like it, subscribe. If not, that's cool. I just like uploading videos of things that I'm thinking about at the time, especially if I'm extremely tired, such as right now. I haven't slept in, I don't even know how long. I might just stay up all day. I know I'm destroying my fucking life like this, but hey, whatever. I find myself to be extremely coherent and great at just talking. Like, most of what I said now, I hadn't even screwed up. Usually when I'm, like, awake, I tend to say like a lot. I say a lot, like a lot more than now. And I just tend to, slur my speech a little bit. Not from, like, anything weird. It's just from, like, um, whatever. Stuff just happens differently when you're tired for some reason. But yeah, enough about me, I'm probably just going off on a tangent and it's whatever. I'm thinking about uploading this and I'm thinking, hey, I just like start this little thing where I just like talk into my phone and I just tell you awful things that I fucking hate or things that I enjoy or things that, came up in the news or just on my feed and I was just like, oh, that's interesting. Maybe I'll make a little video talking about it. And maybe I'll even, like, push this a little further, just, like, depending on how popular this gets, I'll push this a little further, maybe add my face, maybe add, like, a nice, neat graphic, maybe add, like, an intro or something, but currently I'm just recording this on my phone because I actually need to get one of those, sound reflecting, like, sound muffling devices for like a microphone, because currently my microphone is just absolutely atrocious for that kind of thing. It has a lot of static in the background. It's just not as cool. But on my phone, I find it that there's like a lot less static. It's a lot nicer, you know. Maybe it's because it's an iPhone. I don't know. I just know that, hey, you know, depending on how great this first video goes, you know, I'll consider upping the quality of future videos. But anyway, I'm just rambling at this point. I just, you know, thank you for watching. If you made it this far, you're awesome. If not, that's okay too. Anyway, I'm going to end it here.